Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our talk show. We are now live again after 2 weeks.
Yeah. Internet bullshit.
Bullshit.
The internet sucks.
And the computer.
You call in, all they can say is, "Oh, sorry, read you the same email they sent you." I was like, "Well, I can read, you dumb bitch."
But that was 2 weeks ago.
I know, fucking ridiculous.
I think they were trying to upgrade the system or something, but still, it was very inconvenient.
Upgrade it to work. That'd be nice. Fucking bastards.
To the point, I was telling DJ for like 2 weeks to call, and he's like, "What's the fucking point?" And then I woke up one day and I hear him yelling. I'm like, "Who are you talking to?" Comcast. Like, this is fucking ridiculous now. Okay.
Yeah, probably just should have let me the fuck alone. I get all pissy. Dear said Woohoo live episode. Yeah.
Your loving wife.
For
support. She was just surprised when it popped up on her notifications.
Right. She's like, "Oh my god, it's working."
She's like, I called it after my husband did.
Probably. Hey, you better get this.
You know who I am?
You better get this fucking working.
I closed the house in under a month. Like,
you better get this fucking working, or he's gonna lose his shit.
And if I have to deal with him, you're gonna have to deal with him.
Right. I'm gonna drive him to your office and drop him off. See how you feel.
What am I doing here, honey? Go yell at them.
Go inside and.
You didn't take your insulin, did you? No. Okay, go in there.
I finally screamed at the automated system so long it just did what I said. Just screaming operator at it for 45 minutes till it finally just gave in and gave me an operator.
That's funny.
I guess we should probably start the show though.
All right. Today's question of the day is: when are you the most creative?
In the shower.
You just sitting there, water running down your face.
Yeah, just stand there and let the water run over me.
And this is how we win in Apex.
And I think of
video ideas,
genius stuff. Right, give me a problem in a hot shower, solved in 45 minutes.
All right, how do we get
or less
our content up?
Well, you need $1 million.
Fuck. Right. So you did solve this one.
Oh yeah, I did.
For the future.
It's money.
Right? Money.
Lots of money. You know, billboards, ads, commercial time.
So we're not young teeny boppers that can dance. So there's that, right?
Right. We can't just, we don't have big boobs. I don't have big boobs.
So we hopped on the train too quickly. Or too late.
Right.
So imagine we started during Vine.
Right. We started before YouTube was actually had anything on it. We'd be famous right now.
Like, what was it? Who did that? Joe Rogan? Kevin Smith, Shane Dawson, all those people were doing it for 10 years.
Now even Jack Black got TikTok.
I know, right? Tony Hawk too?
The trick is to either have a lot of money to make yourself famous or to already be famous. Right.
And then you don't have a producer or anyone telling you what to do, so you just do what the fuck you want.
Right.
People love you anyway.
What about you? Where do you do your best creativity?
At work.
At work?
Unfortunately, it's like, because I forgot who I had a conversation with, but like it was, you're at home and you're blank. I think it was my brother Justin. So then you're at work and you don't want to be at work, so you're like, oh man, when I get home I'm going to do this vlog or do this creative or change something on the talk show, because you're trying to envision you not being at work, and then when you get home you're already comfortable, so you're not thinking of nothing.
It's basically like when people go through trauma, they put themselves somewhere else to deal with it. Right.
And that's a safe place.
Right. So to deal with the trauma of you having to go to work,
you think
of other crap.
Writing, everything, movies.
That makes sense.
It's crazy.
Makes a lot of sense though.
And then when I get home I'm so tired, and then the next day I'm like, well, it's Tuesday, I have the whole day off. And then because I'm already home, it all goes out the window. Or I'm like, oh, I'm going to play Apex.
Right, you forgot. I'm yelling
or you're just like, never mind. Yeah, right, it takes all the motivation away.
Right.
Like, hey, DJ, I got this great idea for a video. You're like, why the fuck are you here? Like, they want that.
Here to play Apex.
You gonna eat again, fat ass? Like, oh, shit.
40 McNuggets, one sitting.
It was not one sitting. I'm not that good.
All right. This month's charity, it is March 2nd. Also, before we get into the charity, Happy birthday goes out to Snake Dragon. Old Snake Dragon,
Yeah,
happy
Snake
birthday.
Dragon. The 5-year-old with a 30-year-old mind.
Yeah, Snake Dragon. But this month's charity is American. It's actually the whole month because it's American Red Cross month.
Yeah, I looked it up.
So
is this serious? It's
but
serious.
Since it was founded in 1981, they've been the leader in American Red Cross has been the nation's primary emergency response organization.
Yep.
Right next to FEMA.
Yes.
You know.
But two different things.
Right. They kind of work in tandem, They help each other. So.
Yes. If there's a medical crisis, Red Cross is there. The bus you see to get free movie tickets when you get blood.
Right.
Stuff like that. When there's not a crisis, they do that too. They get blood.
Well, right, because they want to have
your blood.
They want to have blood on hand, stuff like that, and the thing is like they need blood all year round.
Yes.
Right, and there's certain times of the years that a lot of people are like, oh, it's Thanksgiving or whatever. Let's go donate blood. But really, they need it throughout the year, and not just once or twice a year.
Like to do it around the big movies coming out at one point. Like, we give me movie tickets. Become donate blood.
Right, and then because of our coronavirus, they haven't been really out there doing it. They did
because they were telling the people who had antibodies to come donate because their blood was essential.
Right, well, because it can help, help the vaccine and stuff like that.
And if you're O negative, I think it is, your universal blood.
I think it's O positive.
I think so, one of those two.
O negative or O
One
positive.
could be a universal receptacle and the other one's a universal giver.
Right.
Yeah.
One can take no matter what blood, and the other one can give to whoever. Both types are rare, though. So
very rare.
O's always rare.
Oh no. Our talk show has an audio version on Anchor FM, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. If you'd like to catch our audio version, not see our nice faces.
Have a face for radio, Josh.
I do, especially when I edit it. 2 weeks I've been up there because it's all been blocky between recording and the internet being off. So it's like we had a half an episode, then we had a repeat episode, so it was like,
That one episode we did about 15 minutes of it. You didn't even record it. That was fun.
And we had good content.
Yeah, and then I was just kind of like, you son of a bitch, I lost my energy.
Right. Oh, I know. See, that's another thing. When things don't go right, you can lose your motivation and creativity.
It's really Josh's fault.
Huh?
All right. So, don't forget that you can catch us on Spotify,
Apple FM,
Apple Podcasts, audio versions, and pretty much wherever you get your podcast.
We're there.
You'll be able to find us. Don't forget to share us. Tell your friends about us.
Please. 87.
Please.
We didn't think we'd make it this long.
No.
Corona killed us.
Corona killed us,
We're
right.
supposed to be on the road. We're supposed to be at events.
Josh wanted to go to different things.
DJ wanted a dunk tank.
But he didn't want to set anything up, so that got canceled.
Because of Corona.
All right, I guess we'll move on into our viral news.
Some of it's DJ, some of it's not. The Elder Scrolls 6 may be revealed very soon.
See, my cousin's been playing Elder Scrolls, right? Like 5 or whatever.
Skyrim?
No, the Elder Scrolls Online. Technically, it was 5.
What's after Skyrim?
Right.
Because we had is it the glove one? Or the Golden Gauntlet or some shit like that?
I have no idea.
I forgot, but you can find it in Skyrim. Then Skyrim was the open-based MMO, which changed everything. And people like that better. And then you have the online one. After playing Skyrim versus, I don't like the online one.
Well, my cousin, he plays the online one.
I like Skyrim.
Religion, like he's so into it. Like he does quests just so he can sell off the items.
Ugh.
I
did side quests for like 5 years, and then Skyrim. It only takes like 3 hours to beat the game, but there's so many side quests that you can do. Eventually, you ride a dragon. Is that not the goal?
That's like even in Assassin's Creed, right? The storyline's really only like 10 minutes long, but all the side stuff takes you years to do.
Yeah, I like the old school fighting setup.
for Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, I played
Where you
Odyssey.
just parry and murder people?
I like that, though. Like, the parry one seemed like they changed the whole engine. I didn't like... It was different, of course, but it was, like, compared to what we're used to between Assassin's Creed 1 through 3.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
I like the parry. You didn't like the parry? You walked in and killed everyone.
I liked that one, yeah. Like, Black Flag was really the last one that they did that was good for me.
The other one was like too, I don't know, it's just the engine was too different. And then it was like they had meters, like if you were playing like against a Pokemon. You get what I'm saying? Like, bam, 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 bam. Kept upgrading your arm. Like, what is this?
Playing against a Pokemon. Assassin's Pokemon.
Like when you try to make a real life engine, like kind of like, open world engine mixed in with RPG, it's really... weird.
It's really
to me.
tough.
Yeah, because you're fighting not like a turn base, but the guy has a high level like a turn base.
Right.
Like, and then you gotta like, you can't get new armor. You just have to keep upgrading your armor. Like, what? Or you can run into someone like you did in what was it? Kingdom Hearts, when you just ran into Sephiroth for no reason.
Right, just randomly.
Same thing happens in like one of the Assassin's Creed games. Like you fight a guy who's way stronger than you. You're like, why are you here? And why are you attacking me?
Or like in Black Flags, there was the 4 legendary boats.
He just ran into one. You're like, what the fuck?
Just come out of the
level
fog.
1.
You realized how fucked you were. You know, or you could have. I was level 25 when I first ran into the first one. It's still.
I don't know if it does like Skyrim. With
Me.
Skyrim, your enemies get stronger as you get stronger.
No.
Yeah.
The areas, right? So see, like, in
No,
a lot
same
of
thing with Skyrim's areas.
in a lot of the games now, right? It tries to keep you in the area where you're. So, like, you do a quest.
Yeah.
Say you're level 15. All right, you do a quest. It's level 15. It takes you to a level 15 area where the things are level 15. So you're not like, it's not like, okay, you're 15. You now you can grab a quest that's too big for you.
Oh yeah.
Right, like you're like, oh, I'm gonna grab this level 20 quest.
And if you do succeed, you will level up quickly.
Right, but the problem is it's overpowered. All the guys are dickheads.
You just like bing, 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 bing.
Right, where if you do the level you're in, it seems easy. You know,
Skyrim's the opposite. Like whatever your level is, you start out like even with the dragons, but you're like you have to be a certain level to fight the dragon. Or you get people to help you. But you get little caves. There's a cave everywhere. Mm-hmm. You fight your people to level up. You get your sneak up. When you hit a certain level, like level 50, and you go back, you're like, I'm just going to go knock this cave out real quick to get some experience. The people are also level 50. And you're like, wait, when did you get level 50? Right. No, it continues to go with you. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, no, like in Assassin's Creed and stuff, if you get to level 40 or whatever, and then you go back to an area where everyone's level 10, you're basically a god.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You know, you just walk over, you're just like, no, get on the ground. And that's what happens.
I love doing that.
You know, it's...
So when we beat Budokai, Dragon Ball Budokai, you can start the game over with like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. You're just fucking going through it, killing everybody.
Right.
Or Super Saiyan 4 Goku fighting Raditz. You're just like, wow.
One hit, he's dead.
That's it. You move over when he hits you with the blast, you just go...
Blow him apart.
Our second viral news is Superman movie reboot in the works at Warner Brothers. And then I heard they're not going to have Henry or whatever his name is.
Like I said,
The Witcher. Sherlock Holmes.
Right. Like I said, I just don't know how you top landing a 747 in the middle of a baseball field.
I think the issue with anything DC is
it sucks.
TV shows better. So and we get to see it more. So like when Superman Returns came out, when he flew in a 750 or whatever it was, Smallville was going on. So your Superman is Tom Welling, and you see this guy, you're like, wow, this sucks.
And then Adam.
Yeah, you see him. Adam. You're just like.
Yeah, that's what.
And then it's like, oh, I kissed you, so you lost your memory. He's like, that's not a power.
Did you notice that, right? That they took
and he was Kingdom Come
Superman and took him to the TV series because they're like, no, you're a good actor.
Yeah.
The movie sucked, not you.
And then they revisit his role to make him Kingdom Come Superman.
Right.
So it was that universe, and he lost everybody to the Lex Luthor. Mm-hmm. And if you watch the new Superman movie or show, Superman Lois, he has the Kingdom Come logo from when his mom made him the suit.
Right.
Which, if you watched the new episode or the new season, it was different than I've ever seen in a TV show. Like, wait a minute, I'm like, are we watching a movie? What is it?
It did feel very
movie-ish. And then you thought it was about to end, and it didn't.
Right.
And it continued, and it had, like, everything in it. And it's like, damn. Like, for a minute, I thought the nerdy kid or whatever was going to be a bad guy. You know, brother against brother.
Right.
But yeah, that's in the works. But like again, I think the problem is your DC shows are way better. Like again, they just casted Supergirl for Flash, the movie.
Just like that, right?
So we're used to our Flash. Now we have to watch the new Flash on the big screen.
Like, no offense, you know both brothers are going to have powers, right?
Oh, for sure. The other one does have. Right. I'm telling you, he has powers.
Well, I mean, they're both.
He knocked the tire off the fucking rope.
They're both technically Kryptonian.
I think they have the power of Superboy from Justice.
They'll just manifest different.
Well, no, in Young Justice, he couldn't fly. It was
Clark couldn't fly.
Well, no, the clone of Superman.
I'm just
was half Lex Luthor and half
right,
Superman.
But he couldn't fly because he didn't know how.
No, Superboy from the TV shows and the movie or not the comics, because he was half human, he didn't have all of Superman's powers.
Well, but again, he never made it past when he was an adult to see how far his powers developed.
You talking about Smallville?
No, I'm talking about
Superboy.
Superboy.
Yeah, we didn't see how far it went.
That's the thing, right? It takes time for your powers to develop.
And
Peter could only borrow fucking powers, not realizing that he could pull powers out of people and physically take them forever, like his father.
Well, eventually would evolve.
Right. So it's like, it's all a day one type thing.
The powers go by hormones.
Fucking
adrenaline.
Barry didn't realize he could travel through time. Didn't know he could.
They kept saying he can't run fast enough, and then he eventually does run fast enough. And then he's like Goku. Once he hits a certain level, he stays at that level.
Right.
Like, so now it's nothing to him to go Mach 2.
Or like when he learned flash time.
Yeah.
Right.
On accident.
And can pull people into flash time to move as fast as he was moving.
But what's his name knew more? Jay Garrett.
The original Jay Garrett. Older.
The one from the 90s? Because he stole Flash's speed?
Yeah. Grabbed his.
And then we watched that Sonic versus Flash thing, and Flash stole Sonic's speed and kept going. And I think the white one did it. Godspeed was stealing people's speed. Not like the way that Zoom wanted it, though, but like you could just borrow some of their speed force.
I'm thinking Godspeed's like somebody out of time that another evil Barry sent back.
We saw him 4 times so far. During Nora, and then he came and Flash stopped him, and then it was multiple ones of him. Oh no, I think today Flash premieres.
Yep, tonight. Excited. News number 3: Lady Gaga's stolen dogs returned Friday night.
Yeah, they got a reward for it too.
So we didn't. It happened so fast, so it didn't actually make it into our news.
It was Friday. No, it was after we did.
It was Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, so it was after our thing.
Wednesday night, Lady Gaga's dog walker was shot. Did we find out if he was still alive?
I heard he was. Okay, and 2 of the dogs were stolen.
Right, one got away.
Yeah.
Which, like...
So from the video I saw is that the dog walker wasn't getting rid of his dogs, so that's why they shot him.
Well, I mean, because if somebody walks up and is like, hey, let me get Lady Gaga's dogs, you're kind of like, regardless of whose dogs
how long
are
were you watching, too, to know there was Lady Gaga's dogs?
Right. Or it's kind of like, well,
it's
hey.
a fucking dog walker.
It's like, hey, fuck you. You're not taking the dogs.
Was she even in town?
And now a lot of dog walkers are considering getting guns themselves because
I wouldn't think a dog walker would be a... Like the dog would just bite. Well, her dogs won't. Well, if you walk Bella's gonna bite someone.
Well, yeah, Bella's gonna fuck you up. You're not just walking off with her. The thing is like, okay, so there's a few factors with this. One, a lot of Star's dogs are tiny and yappy.
Yes.
They don't normally get dogs.
They get lap dogs.
They get Thors. They get lap dogs.
Little Thors.
So that's the first instance, right? Because if Lady Gaga's dogs were pit bulls, you wouldn't have been you're not grabbing 3 pit bulls shooting somebody.
The goal would be trying to get bit by one of the dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
And the other problem is, so Lady Gaga turned around and offered $500,000 for these dogs.
Yeah.
Right. So now that tells every person who wants to kidnap some dogs that they get $500,000 from the stars.
Like tied up to a pole, and then some random pedestrian found him. Of course, you know they're the first suspect. Yes,
right. Is going to be that random pedestrian, which really sucks.
I hate that. Do a good deed and you're fucking getting thrown on the ground.
Because now, if some random pedestrian, just random person did actually find him, was trying to give Lady Gaga her dogs back. Now their whole life's turned upside down because now you're going to have an FBI investigation. $250,000 is a lot of fucking money. Right, and if a random person found it, they're like, "Fuck, I want my $250,000. I found the dogs." Fuck.
The IRS is involved.
Right,
they want their cut.
Right, they want their cut of your $250,000. Hey, well, technically it'd be a gift, but I don't know.
Still part of some income.
I guess.
Unless you donate that straight to charity.
You've got to read number 4. I can't do it.
Mr. Potato Head is the latest weapon in the Fox News culture wars.
Oh man.
Apparently, Hasbro is trying to change its brand, and one of them they're considering changing Mr. Potato Head into just Potato Head, and be both female and male parts on it that you can exchange. Eventually, they took it and went a different way, but Fox News got a hold of it, and they had a debate about it.
He's been Mr. Potato Head for 30 years.
And there's a Mrs. one and a baby one.
Okay. Right, and a Mrs. Potato Head.
But again, who is out there buying potato heads?
No, that's not the question. The question is who the hell walks up to Mr. Potato Head and goes, where's my gender-neutral potato head?
Social justice warriors.
Like
why'd they pick him? Because it says Mr. in his name.
It's a fucking
What happened to Pac-Man? Oh my god, they got into Pac-Man next?
Pac-Man?
And Mrs. Pac-Man?
There's a Pac person. Fucking it. Come on.
It's because we let him get away with shit. You gave him power. You took away the you took away the Confederate flag. You took down statues.
Some things.
You started giving in to shit.
Just
the cake thing happened.
If it offends you that bad, all right, we'll do something about it, right? We don't want to offend a whole bunch of people.
All of a sudden, it offends you.
But some things are fucking like.
They took away Mrs. Mothersworth. They took away Uncle Ben, Count Chocula.
Count. I don't think that was an SNL skit. They didn't. I don't think they really took away Count Chocula.
It's still funny though. But they were going after Mrs. Butterworth and Uncle Ben.
But that's like when if they try to turn around and like, okay, so now you've attacked Mrs. Buttersworth or whatever. Right, and then you go after Uncle Ben, yada yada yada. It's like it's not. I don't know. It's a very hard subject to describe without pissing off a whole bunch of people, unfortunately.
But why are they mad now?
Huh?
It goes back to when they found tweets from Ralph from 10 years ago, or what happened with Kevin Hart. Like you're looking for problems. Well, it was funny then, hence why they made the joke, and you may have laughed. Or if you didn't, why didn't you say something then? Why say it now? Because now people are going to back you up.
Well, it's like just like going after comedians. The thing is, they're comedians. Okay, when you make a joke,
it's a joke.
Somebody is going to be upset about that joke because it's true for them.
And the comedians say that to be a true person and trying to bring laughter is to make a joke out of anything.
Right.
Like when what's his name did the terrorist one, the doll. It was right after 9/11.
Right.
He's like, I'm going to offend somebody.
Well, that's like if you remember, right after 9/11, there was a scene in Spider-Man.
They took it out.
That they took out because they used the Twin Towers.
It was to catch a helicopter.
Right.
It was Spider-Man 2, yeah.
And they didn't want to offend people or upset or re-trigger, which
now they use Twin Towers for alternate dimensions.
My thing is,
like to show a different New York. Oh, this one has the Twin Towers.
My thing is, okay, and here it is. Something somewhere is going to offend you no matter who you are.
Get over
okay? Right? You have to learn how to be... Because this is just
the thing is, it's not
life.
attacking you personally.
You know. Huh?
It's not attacking you personally.
Well, and even the things that are. Okay, you have to learn to, you know, fuck, man, that's the way life is.
It's America. We live in a multicultural,
you know,
region. When some things, when maybe part of your religion or beliefs, or even part of your belief system, it doesn't agree with what you saw on TV, but other people's did.
You just have to figure out how to go along to get along, you know.
Yeah, but you can't always be politically correct.
You know, and
I feel like that's too much censorship.
And you know, I've
like
dealt with a
you
lot
don't
of,
have to watch it.
A
You
lot
don't have
of
to
fucked
listen
up
to
shit.
it. You don't have to buy it.
You know, so
You don't have
just,
to.
just gotta do your best, man.
I just feel like you don't have to watch it.
You didn't have, right?
But then they're like, well, you should make it so I want to, kind of thing. Like, well, if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Right.
I shouldn't have to change my script or movie because it doesn't please you. Like, you're not my target audience.
That made Passion of the Christ really awkward.
Mel Gibson. Our last Barlow news is Florida man moving to North Carolina wins $500,000 thanks to lucky fortune cookie numbers.
At least he wasn't naked running down Main Street.
I heard when people like from Florida win money, the whole shit, their whole lives go to hell.
Normally, because they always got a bunch of family members who think this. Oh, now you got money.
Would that happen to you?
Huh?
Would that happen to you?
Would that happen to me? Nah.
Right when you got done with your scratch off, you go, holy shit, I won. You get a phone call like, how the fuck did you?
I just throw it in the trash. I wouldn't even. Oh, I won a bit.
I didn't win a
in the garbage. No, like I wouldn't.
In the garbage.
I wouldn't worry about it. Like ain't nobody calling fucking with me.
Would they though?
I'd change my number. I don't know none of y'all.
Facebook. They don't even call your number. They call you on Facebook, which is very odd to me. That people do that, like you just
because they ain't got my phone number
for a reason.
For a reason. Right, I miss Facebook calls
all the time.
All the time.
Connection's bad.
Like, oh man, the internet's fucked. Sucks.
Hey, if you can you take me? Okay, so China was cooking last night was Midwest pulled pork or pork sandwiches. I think that's what she told me.
Pork chop.
No, it's pork sandwiches.
They were made from pork chops
and some kind of gravy.
It was good. My problem with stuff like that is my
it's
teeth.
Too tender.
Well, I can't. Tender for you. I could barely bite.
I had to go.
Yeah.
It was good.
But other than that, it was
harder
delicious.
for a sandwich, though. I couldn't really. For me personally.
You know, we call it trying the wife recipes, but really, the wife gets these recipes and is just forced to cook these things. You know, not knowing.
She wants to cook them.
You know.
I didn't suggest it, did you?
Well, she likes the trying the wife's cooking, you know, but
she's forced.
she well, but you know, she's forced to make these random ass things we send her, and she finds things here and there to throw in.
She likes being a part of the segment,
you know. But she does her best every single time.
She does.
And it's really
even after a long day,
right? Even after a long day, and it's really amazing that she can take something that just sounds so weird and make it delicious.
Yes, and then she looks right at you. You like it?
Yeah, she always asks. I'm like, bitch, I'm eating it. And I obviously
like,
don't
look at me when I'm eating.
Yeah, it was just,
yes, it's good, okay?
It's fine.
Did I throw it in the trash?
Right. You'd know if I didn't like it because I got up and threw it away.
The dogs come, you just...
Here you go. I don't want my carrots.
So. Honey, did you like it? Bella, what'd you think?
Bella, what'd you think?
Dog loved it.
Dog said it was amazing. No complaints over there.
Thor had trouble a little bit, but he got through it.
Thor choked on it.
I give it a thumbs up.
All right, you got like 10 of these. I figured the show was done. We're
done?
Yep, just
half hour.
Stopping right at the wife's cooking. I feel like maybe need to shorten the show up. You know, people like half hour more than 2 hours. You know.
Yeah, but when you start talking,
yeah, sometimes
we don't even get to what we need to talk about.
Right, we don't even get to.
It used to be.
Maybe that's the problem.
That's not a problem. That's the podcast.
Maybe that's the problem. All right, let's get
DJ about to drop some knowledge. I'm just like, no, time,
right there. No knowledge from DJ.
Next subject, go. Why do you have 15 subjects on here?
You know, when we get producers, that'll be the problem. I'll be like, you know, I was listening to Elvis has that problem all the time, right?
Does he?
They'll be talking.
Yeah, but they have like a 3-hour show.
No, well, technically it's a 4-hour show. They could it's more than it's about 5 hours. They stop at 11 and start at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
they go for.
Well, they have commercials. And
they have commercials, and then they do segments.
Some music, and then
but that's the thing, right? Like they'll get talking, and there's 6 of them, right? You know, so they're all talking, and then you know, Elvis is like, "All right, we got to cut to a break because producer Sam over here is he's making signs at me, and that's never good."
Because the brand person wants you to play it this time, yeah.
Because they got to get in so many commercials and so many brand deals, and then. You know, new songs are coming out, so they got to play a new song here and there.
But they're talking.
But then they're coming back on, and they're talking about random shit.
This is my show.
They do a phone tap. Oh, that's my favorite bit of Elvis. They do the phone tap where they call some unlucky poor soul and fucking just fuck with him. Right? My favorite's Scary with Mr. Michael. I can't even. Michael Oppenheimer. I don't know. It's his. He says it so quick and so fast. It's so hard to say, but he really fucks with people. You know, and it's hilarious. So
that's a radio show.
I mean,
I know it's an improv thing, but we just don't have.
They have a YouTube channel.
I know,
and they
have a podcast too.
They do a live YouTube show of each show. Like the cameras are in there recording them. Why? Like if you don't want to watch it, listen to it in the car radio. You can watch it on YouTube.
No, that ruins it for me because I've been listening to Elvis Duran.
Once you see what they actually look like?
I hate it. Like Kevin in Virginia, WRNF. I don't want to know what I've been listening to you all my life. I don't want to know what you look like.
I don't want to know what you look like.
It's not going to match. It's not going to match.
It's not going to match the picture in my head.
Because you know, everyone does it. You create a voice from your head. You know,
right.
Something, and then.
Oh man, I'd hate to see what like people on the radio think I look like. Yeah, they're probably just thinking
like a Napoleon Dynamite complex over here.
Big beefcake daddy just. Hello.
They think you're like this 5'4" guy.
Right. With the deep brooding voice, I must only be 3'1".
Like the TikTok guy, what's it called? Corpse's husband. Who has that really deep voice.
Well, you know, and I think if I was better at it, I'd probably do more voice acting and stuff.
Damn smoking.
You know, huh?
Damn smoking.
Well. You know, a lot of voice actors smoked.
I know, that's how they got that scratchy voice.
Right, got the deep voice, and I
hate when it throws you off when the like Terry Strong plays boy characters and girl characters, and the Simpsons lady is Bart Simpson. Hey man,
hey man,
like what the fuck?
Hey man,
have you seen him go into character randomly? Like Seth MacFarlane does a lot on talk shows.
Oh,
like he'll start talking like a Quagmire, or he'll start talking to himself with 3 different characters.
They make him do that too.
Yeah.
Like they'll ask him about Stewie, and he'll
they each
Cool Whip. I said Cool Whip.
But with each voice change, his face changes. Like he always goes to the side and talks like Peter Griffin.
Right. Well, that's like we were talking about it the other day because. Sonya, the way my brain works, if you say a trigger,
money,
if you maybe
character?
here and there, each character probably pays differently, right? Unless you're on one show doing a different voices for that show, then they probably pay for the show and make you do individual characters, right? But you have to think different shows normally have different characters, so you get paid for each show.
Yeah,
right. So, but like I was saying, like I've got terrible trigger words. Right, like you'll say something and then a voice goes off in my head and then it's got to come out of my mouth.
Trigger words?
Yes.
You tell me not to say something and because it's bad, I ignore it because I don't want to think about bad things.
No,
that's what you said. I want to move on.
Right, that too. I just forget things that are negative.
Because they're negative.
I don't want to think about them. But it's like, so Sonya said, she said something about George. I don't know what it was, right? She says, "Hey George," or something like that. But it's
hey George.
Hey George.
Hey, don't do that to Bob.
No, because he hates when you do that shit too. But it's like to make the hello George.
Who is that?
It's the big red guy from fucking
Looney
Tunes. I said I love him and pat him and hug him.
Oh, he's not red. He's like a Vulnerable Snowman guy.
No, he's a big red furry guy. He's the big red hair.
Oh yeah.
He was just basically some hair.
I'm gonna love you.
I'm gonna love you and hug you. No. So but
So you're triggering me with the ha ha ha, and one is made of a monster crying.
Oh, you're thinking of
It's in my head and it's bothering me.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it reminds me of that guy. It's like a monster crying.
Also, I've been watching a lot of movies lately, and I noticed like the falls. All the fall cries always sound like the one from Star Wars, the original one. Ah, as they fall. I can't do it. I'd have to hear. The thing is, if I hear it a couple dozen times, like if I just sit and replay something over and over again, I can, work the noise out and what they're doing to make it. I got a lot of different characters up in my head.
That's great, but our topic is strange history.
I don't know. I was just going to talk about that and then end the show. But all right. What do we got for strange history today?
Heroin was once perfectly acceptable medicine. Doctors prescribed it for everything from cops to headaches.
So was cocaine.
Yes.
Cocaine was originally in Coca-Cola.
And ketchup.
I don't know about ketchup. Was it in ketchup? That's weird.
Ketchup was used as medicine.
Ketchup, cocaine. Well, they used to give it to the baseball parks.
And the chewing tobacco?
Or the ketchup, on hot dogs, baseball. Keep the fans hyped because, you're just watching people play catch all day. So, need something to keep your energy up.
Like NASCAR. Making a left turn.
Making a left turn. Oh, man, but...
He's making a left turn.
Did you go with me to Bristol Speedway? No, you didn't. Man, Bristol Speedway, it's such a small... It's loud. We could hear it from the house. And it was like 20 miles down the road.
And there's a driving across the street. But, okay, another one is Rome's most tyrannical empire, Julius Caesar, why is that there? Made one of his favorite horses a senator.
Well, their intelligence level was probably about the same around then. So he
had horsepower behind him.
Right. He probably thought,
Another one was before there were alarm clocks, there were knocker-ups, who were hired to shoot dry peas from a blowgun at people's windows in order to wake them up in the morning. So people walk around. I got tired of blowing, so I threw rocks.
Bro, it's like when you're playing Fable. You ever played Fable?
No, I heard of it. It's like Skyrim.
So, in Fable, like, whenever you're in town and the time changes, this motherfucker yells at the top of his lung, "The time is very late." And you're like, that's not fucking helpful. Right?
The time is very late.
Right. Or if it changes to, like, the morning, the time is daytime. And you're just like, I can see the sun, you prick. Like,
He wanted to get paid. That was his job.
And then they wondered why you raised the rent up to 300%. Fucking, it's because some assholes in the town waking everybody up. So it's like, well, fuck, they don't want to be in their houses anyways.
The use of the word hooker as a term for prostitution originated with Civil War General Joseph Hooker, who would bring prostitutes along on campaigns for his men.
There you go.
Well, you guys look stressed out. Here's a whore. You guys are good campaigning today out there. Here's a whore.
I was waiting for you to say something like, "Oh, back in the murders, this guy's killing prostitutes, but he was using hooks or something."
Nope. Came from a Civil War. He would bring hookers on his campaign trail.
General Hooker.
Yeah,
why isn't his statue up?
He is a proud historian.
He did so much for his men.
His people. You vote for me, you get a whore. You get a whore. You get a whore. Over here like Oprah.
You're a woman soldier, here's a male whore.
Or if you prefer, here's a regular whore.
You know what? Here's both whores.
When homosexuality was classified as an illness in Sweden, Swedes protested by calling in sick to work, claiming they felt gay. I can't come in today. Why? I'm feeling a bit gay today. That's how they protested against people classifying homosexuality as an illness.
And then,
I felt a bit gay.
But then we turn around and wonder like why there's so much cancel culture and shit. It's because of shit like that.
That's how they protested.
Right,
At a plural point. Like, oh, I can't come to work today. Why? I like dick.
Been watching show tunes all day.
Feel a bit gay.
Man.
I saw a dick up close.
And it's just like that. The original gay originally meant happy.
Gay and what is it?
Right.
Glad and gay, and that song.
I don't know. I just know that the original term meant
it's in
happy.
a song. It's like glad and gay means happy.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a bit gay today.
I feel pretty and witty and
gay. Yeah, that one.
Anger management. And I pity any girl who isn't me today. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry.
Did you really just move the microphone?
Yeah.
To go with? Okay.
During
World War II, a Great Dane named Julia was awarded the Blue Cross Medal in 1941 after she extinguished an incendiary bomb by peeing on it.
There you go.
What a great dog.
Just put some urine here, save a bunch of lives, and keep on moving. You know.
Keep on moving.
Well, it's a Great Dane. Like, have you ever seen a Great Dane go pee?
Dog.
It's like a horse just pissing. It's
so
like
the bomb went off.
Somebody just
dog looked at the people looked at the dog looked at the bomb. Was like,
worst part is people probably panicking. Dog just walked over and pissed on it. It's like, shut up, and kept going.
Walked away.
You know.
It's like, dog, you get a medal.
I was just trying to take a whiz, and y'all were complaining about something, so I was fixing it.
My third one this week.
Right, fuck.
I was trying to take a piss. That looked like a good place. It was kind of hot.
I hate to tell you, but dogs are actually pretty intelligent pack animals. Like, they're not stupid.
No, they let you know when there's a fire.
They can let you know
weather
when people are about to have seizures.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They were training dogs how to smell out the coronavirus and
cancer.
People who were sick, cancer. Like, dogs can be trained to do, like, I bet you couldn't get a human to sit for 45 minutes in the same place while a bunch of assholes petted him.
That's true.
You know, while they're trying to walk their blind owner around. You know, so there's CNI dogs. There's dogs that goes in fridges and get people stuff.
Beer.
Like, my dogs lay around and sleep all damn day.
Go to the trash.
Go, right, tear up the trash.
Look like they've never been petted. Give you that look like he doesn't pet us.
They snuggle with me all day long. Like, and literally when I'm trying to play Apex, they're like here. They're on the back of my legs.
I heard your cat's trying to get the snuggles in.
Right. The cat's up fucking trying to be cute when I'm trying to shoot motherfuckers. Like, it's just...
And then when a stranger sees them, never been petted.
Right. They act like I've never shown them. Like, I just lay around and beat them.
Every time they meet someone new, it's like,
right. Please pet me. Oh my God, love me. Oh Jesus. Ridiculous.
And your dog is jealous.
They're fed. They're fed home cooked meals. Okay, right. Like we don't get them dog food. My wife spends time doing research on what are good for
dogs.
Our specific dogs and the skin allergies and stuff that they have. Right, because like Bella, you see her coats, like
stop scratching.
She tears up her tail, and there's nothing. I can't get her. Kim's been, trying and trying. She just can't find the right concoction to get her to
knock it off.
But it's
not as bad,
right? But it's nowhere near as bad as it was. Like when we got her chest, her back, there was no hair there
from her itching.
Itching, like whatever food
so
they were feeding her. So you
never fed him dog food?
No, once we got her, here and there, like when we first got her, we were trying different dog foods, trying to figure out
dry food,
right, trying to figure out what was doing it to her, and then we just found out it was the dog food altogether. It's something that all the dog food, it's like the cornmeal or some crap that it's got in it.
So then you started making her food.
So they just started making her food, and it was a lot better for her. Now she's got a full, beautiful coat. You couldn't even tell that all of her shit was fucked up when we got her.
She's jealous of anything that pets.
Oh yeah.
If you pet the cat, here comes Bella. If you go, Thor's a good puppy, here comes Belle.
Right. She needs all the
Hits
attention.
Thor out of the way.
It just tackles him. Yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, I'd be laying with Thor, and she'll just go, whoom.
Yeah, she'll lay right on top of him.
I'm like, what are you doing?
She's like, she's a bully.
And then she's like licking your face, like, knock it off.
She's a bully.
And then never been loved. Never been loved.
It's because she's a bully.
All right, number 7. Elmo the puppet is the only non-human to ever testify before the U.S. Congress.
See, I think you're lying.
I swear to God.
That's got to be a lie.
No.
That can't be real.
It's real. Strange history. I'm telling you, it was during when they were trying to cancel BBC. Even, what's his name? Your neighborhood guy. Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
He testified too. And the guy who paints.
Yeah, but Bob Ross?
Yeah, he testified.
I mean, I can see Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers, right?
And Elmo.
They're actually, no, Elmo's not a real person.
Elmo's an icon.
This is a goddamn puppet.
That's why it said non-human. Damn.
I can't even. This has been a great show. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Napoleon was once attacked by a horde of bunnies.
That sounds about right.
Because he was the same size.
Oh, that's rude.
Was he
Also not true. Unless those are really big damn bunnies.
The bunny war.
How did you beat Napoleon? Well, we threw rabbits at him.
It's like, remember when you fight chickens in Zelda and all the chickens come get you?
Yeah. I love that feature. I watched somebody use that feature to beat up one of the monsters. Right? Like I swear to God, like it was in the Windbreaker, the new one.
Oh, Breath of Fire?
Whatever.
I need to go get that one right now.
So there's like this sand monster, right, that keeps coming out of the sand, and like if you go to fight it, it jumps out of the sand, hits you, and tries to eat you.
Nausea, yeah.
Right? So what he did is he shot something at the sand,
froze it,
then threw the chicken on top of it. Well, it come out and it ate the fucking chicken. Well, then all the chickens start swarming in and kicking this thing's ass, and you just watch its life start to leave because it's getting its ass stomped out by a bunch of chickens. I'm just like, wow, that is the
genius.
That is the cheapest shit I've ever seen in my life. The fact that the programmers put this in there so you could, kill.
I think it was a glitch.
There's no way. There's no way. Like 100 fucking chickens just start beating this giant demon's ass.
You can't beat the chickens. It's against animal cruelty. All happened since Nintendo 64.
Right. Started kicking chickens. And
they fucking came.
And they're like, you know what? Well, we're tired of this.
It's like that Birds movie. It's just like a little bit at a time. Creeping up on you.
Then a million birds.
Then you hit the chicken for those last life, and they even wait until till you kill the chicken, then attack you. They even like the chicken either.
They're like, are you gonna leave it alive? If you leave it alive, we won't do nothing.
Oh, you killed it.
Oh, it's dead. Now you are too.
Women once marched for the right to smoke cigarettes.
See,
they couldn't smoke in public.
Now, I believe in equal women rights, obviously. Like
this is back then.
Right. Like, and if you want to get lung cancer, that's on you. But I feel like, right, had it just been like, nope, women aren't allowed to smoke cigarettes
in public,
right? Ever. Just never allowed to smoke cigarettes. So, if we'd have gotten to today, right, women would have been thanking us because they would have been the healthy dominant species. All men probably would have been dead.
Just smoking the extra cigarettes. Right. They're not smoking.
Women would have been like, you know what? That was the best decision you ever made.
Thanks.
Now none of us have lung cancer.
We rule the world.
Right. Fuck, all men have died out. Don't even need us to reproduce. They figured that out on their own. Just be a giant Amazon planet.
And they all love each other.
They all love each other. Yep.
Our last one is, you may know them as a bunch of heroes that broke the box office records with their movies. But the Avengers was also a group of Jewish assassins who hunted Nazi war criminals after World War II. They poisoned 2,283 German war criminals.
Yeah, we saw Captain America the first Avenger.
He didn't come until 80 years later.
Yeah, when he was unfrozen.
Yeah, but before that,
it was Captain America.
No. Was he killing Germans?
That's what I saw with his friends. And
was he a group of Jewish assassins?
I mean, they were kind of from all over the place as friends, but
this is real.
Yeah, so was Captain America.
Movie.
Well, how am I supposed to know that?
It says movie.
Yeah, but they could be lying.
It is. Okay, Karen.
Well, hey, listen, I'm just saying, right?
It was based on true events.
It could have
There's
been.
a Hulk out there, an Iron Man.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because it's based on a comic book.
Okay.
Which is not real.
Well, I mean, Captain America wasn't real, and they wrote him after a comic book, and then he was real. Did you see the movie?
Yes.
Right, he was just doing some promotion, and then it was like, hell, he's actually Captain America. I'm just saying, right? Stories come from somewhere, whether they be myth, legend. Do you remember Thor?
Yeah.
How they were saying they forgot about us, right? Because they hadn't been there so long, and our lifespans were so short. How do we know? How do you know? Have you seen it? Have you not seen it?
What,
You don't know.
Have you seen Thor?
Huh?
No, I haven't seen Thor.
So I haven't seen
Isn't
it.
it that Hercules movie where he just went around and told stories, but he wasn't really the son?
I'm just saying. You don't know. Could be real, could be not real.
And that's our last bit of Strain's history.
Thank God, because he's grasping at straws now.
Yeah, 80... What episode are we on?
87.
7th. It's getting hard to come up with topics.
I didn't say it was a bad topic. I just said,
10 of them.
they're talking about the Avengers
That's
like they weren't real.
You know, there's people, what happens in history, we lose all technology, a plague hits us, and people find movies think it's historical events. Like Will Smith saved us from robots, aliens, himself.
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't Will Smith in particular. Maybe he was just telling people the story of what happened. What actually happened.
The movie
it's like The Blind
Independence
Side.
Oh, God, here we go.
You're
not going to get adopted by a lady, okay?
I might want to.
Get that little kid in a car accident.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to catch us every Tuesday morning between the hours... Tuesday and Wednesday. Sorry. Between the hours of 9 and 11. Don't forget to hit us up on our podcast stations, Apple Podcast and
Anchor FM and Spotify.
Yep, wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget that this month's charity is Red Cross Month, which you can find at redcross.org, or the link will be down below. And don't forget, this week's question is, when are you most creative?
That's true. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Don't threaten me.
No. We might see you tomorrow?
Maybe. They will just cancel tomorrow episodes.
Maybe.
Unappreciative.